Hi, this is Laurie from Violinist.com, and I wanted to talk to you today about an exercise that you can use when you are learning how to do spiccato, or if you're wanting to sort of improve your feeling for spiccato. So it's called trampoline bows. And this is not, I'm not going to really teach you how to do spiccato. This is just an exercise to help you get a feel for the bouncy nature of your bow. Our bows are very springy actually, and chances are that you've spent a long time learning how to control that springiness so that we can do nice, smooth bows. So when we start doing spiccato, you have to do exactly the opposite. So let me show you about trampoline bows. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're just going to drop the bow on the strings. Try to set up reasonably perpendicular here, but you're just going to drop the bow. And what you want to do is make sure that your bow hand is extremely relaxed when you're doing this. If it bounces a little bit, it's okay, because really our idea is to get this relaxed feeling in the bow. When you're doing spiccato, you're not going to control the bounce up and down like that. That would be ridiculous, right? And you wouldn't be able to be very nimble about that. So this is our first exercise. Now the next thing to do is to try to control it a little more of a controlled bounce. So here we go. You'll notice I'm not hitting the target every time here. The real trick is to make sure that what I'm doing is I'm picking it up with my pinky, picking up the weight of the bow, and then just dropping it, completely dropping it, letting gravity do its work. Also throwing it a little bit at the string. You'll notice, just like if you were to jump very high on a trampoline, you would go a little slower. And if you were to jump very low, you can make it go faster. So try really high jumps. And try to really just go with gravity here. It's not going to be perfect or anything like that, but you're just getting a feel for what gravity does. And try bouncing it close. And then when you're really getting a feel for that and getting relaxed in your bow arm, then you can turn on the metronome. I usually turn it on to 60. And then try to do just one per beat. It's kind of deceptively difficult. So just one. And the idea is to feel the bounce. You want to try to get it to go on the highway, but more than anything, you're trying to feel the bounce. Then you can try doubling it. Go a little faster. Also, you might notice I'm not really aiming for any string either. I'm just sort of aiming for the maybe A and E together. You can change it up a little bit. It's the different angles are going to be different here. I'm sort of all over the place here. Then you can maybe try triplets. This is going to be a lower bounce. You can do 4 as well. But make sure that your bow hand is completely relaxed when you're doing this. This is the most important thing. Now when you get to 6, it really, you're going to start tensing up. And if you were doing spiccato and you were doing 6 to a beat, you would start to get into a sautille kind of bow. So I would say 4 is about where you want to go with this. And though this really, it's not exactly spiccato, you can start from this and begin to get a spiccato motion. So let's say you're doing your trampoline bows. You can add a little art to this. Just a little swing to your bow. Keeping it very, very relaxed. So again, this is not really, hold on, let me turn this off. This is not really a lesson in exactly how to do spiccato, but how to feel the bounce of your bow, to get to know your bow, and to feel the natural way that it can bounce up and down. And this is something that's going to be helpful for you when you do spiccato, to make it as natural as possible. And another thing that I want to add is that when you're using the metronome, you're controlling the speed of the bounce. You should always aim to control the speed of your spiccato when you do spiccato. You don't want to let the spiccato control you. So this is another way for you to learn to control that speed. Thank you very much.